afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane. We're off here to a 1 versus 1 on the road to Kharkov between Quentin here fighting for the United States of America for the 2nd Armored versus Alastor fighting for Germany, for the Reich, for elements of the 12th SS Panther Division Hitlerjugend. We got Sturmpanies here, Volkskriegs following up. Doctrinally, we're looking at Breakthrough, Luftwaffe and Scavenge versus Quentin with a rifle recon support, who he immediately chooses here. So no am I and the rest. Then bulletin wise it's heavily on infantry with a slight anti-tank bulletin here for Quentin as well. Dual re-echelon units start by the way, thus hoping to grab more territory initially. And maybe his opponent following up then with the regular riflemen in the wake of the re-echelons. Got the truck here ahead for Alastor. Not entirely sure what he's intending to do with that one. Points then being secured. Volkskriegs being moved ahead as well. Bit of barbed wire going on to deny cover to the American opponent. But we'll note here, of course, that already there Quentin is gaining a slight territorial advantage over his opponent. In particular, the fuel will certainly be more with him than his opponent, as he rapidly moves ahead and gains a few points ahead here of Alastor, who's adding more Volkskriegs to the fold. No sign of a Kubelwagen or anything like that. Crashing fences, walls and other things there with the Schwerer Wehrmacht Schlepper. Quickly vaulting over there, advancing using buildings, that way try and get hit here, and there we go. First shots fired, Sturmpioniere versus re-echelon troops. Volkskriegs is attacking here from north versus the re-echelons, going to push them away. On the other hand, we are seeing here that Quentin's making good progress on the left side. Schwer Wehrmacht Schlepper under fire from riflemen in the M1 Garants. And we got another rifle squad there on the way. More Volkskriegs here are arriving for Alastor in the meanwhile. Quentin is slightly pushed back by the Sturmpioniere. Yes, not trying to flank here. Not going to do much as the Volkskriegs push in the north at the same time. The right flank here for Quentin is all looking a bit in danger, but at the same time, we got progress here. Got the rifle covering a bit here before trying to make a move forwards. Victory put advantage there, slightly to Alastor actually. Territorially though, he's definitely lagging behind, and notably behind Quentin and the United States of America. And there you go, going straight for the car upon there. Quentin playing boldly, and we actually got a mechanized regiment going up there for Alastor. Mechanized regiment. Volksgrenadier tot. The rest though keep fighting for Germany. Though they might want to consider getting out of the negative cover where they are much easier targets. Trying here to flank, we've got the Sturmpioniers also firing in rifle and from north. They are looking much low on health, a bit of a risk maneuver here by Quentin. Might work, but it could also backfire them. But so far, it actually seems to be working rather than getting off good shots there on the Volksgrenadiers. While units are further flanking up here, Alastor will have to fall back. We're seeing Alastor here going for Luftwaffe ground forces, adding an MG-34 right away. Of course, question is, will he then be sort of adding maybe a flak half-tank technician here to deal with Quentin's infantry forces, punish him that way, or will he aim maybe for a puma, so this is just maybe something sort of rush ahead for Schwer Panzer quarters? The options are definitely open. The options are definitely open. It is merely a question of what Alastor intends to do here. While Quentin makes progress here, we've got the lieutenant out. He could easily go for an M22 now. Of course, he might just be waiting for the M8 Greyhound instead. Lighter skirmishing here, though Alastor very much on the back foot again. Calf bomb there, chat MG34 not moving up here to sort of try and cover all parts of it. It can only really cover around here then, due to this bit of shot blocking. It's certainly unfortunate there for Alastor. Further push up here on the right flank then as he shifts over. We've got an MU-34 here from Alastor, making a approach here from Quentin a lot more difficult than we might try and flank up here, though we have something a bit heavier armed than the reinforcements which might be needed for that.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Alastor being frustrated at every approach here. M20 following up here for Quentin. Meanwhile, Alastor's men are dying. There we go. MU-34 being flanked. Flak half-track is on the move. Looks like he might be aiming here for the Puma. Otherwise, the flak half-track could maybe help with some of this infantry. Definitely made it a lot harder then. Also looks like some reaction units did get wiped out here for Quentin. And looks like we might have him down here. In fact, he's going in trying to flank out here. Good job there, trying to outmaneuver his opponent. Cut him off from his fuel. No further force moving up the rock and holding up. Might be able to disable the fuel there for Alastor, which could definitely be a bit unpleasant. Yes, Storm Pioneer needs to fall back. Everything's just been moved over here. Oh, Rifleman pinned down inside the building. M20 arrives here for Quentin.
A capture point is under attack.
Utility car there arriving, moving ahead. Armored skirts on the way. And there we go. Puma was indeed the choice here for Alastor. So a heavy armored car there versus a notably lighter American one. ODS shots fired then, that rather alerted the M20 what's going on, but there we go, might be able to get it nonetheless. There we go, close engagement there. 50mm gun versus the 50 caliber. Oh dear, backing through the smoke. There's some very clever maneuvering there from Quentin. MU-34 by the way cleared out. Can he get it? Puma misses. Quentin hits the forwards again. Another hit there, but M20 almost knocked up. But no, it looks like he escapes. He heads through the rope there. A very clever maneuver there by Quentin, actually. He lost the lieutenant, though. In fact, the BAR was not dropped, but he might be able to make away with the MU-34 here, which I suppose could make up for it. I think it'd be better here for Alastor if that did not happen. He might be able to get it, though. MU-34 covering as well, right against. There we go! Entire lieutenant unit wasted for Quentin. A bit of risky maneuver, which in this case did not pay off. His only bit of luck there was that the BAR was not dropped for the Germans to use. M20 pulled back some needed repairs there after a very dicey escape there from the Puma. Well played again. It's a bit rare though. It was a bit reliant on luck there and the Puma missing, but in this case it did turn up right. It was only probably one of the better chances of maybe escaping it. Moving a bit faster around on the field than Alastor was expecting. Parchment's there, quickly flanking out there, and there we go. Quentin's rifle in dire straits as the FD-42s. Open up rather viciously there on the rifleman. Fallschirmgewehr 42. A light machine gun meant for the German Fallschirmjäger, also what was known as a battle rifle, so they could also fire regularly as a rifle. On top of everything, MU-34 setting up to cover that approach. Alastor fighting back here versus Quentin. We also got minesweepers up. Good move there. He's seen the M20. He might be worried there about mines about from which could easily cause his Puma to go kaboom in one hit. Of course, the question is, what will Alastor do next? Aim for another Puma and flak half-track to support it versus the Amerikaner? Or what exactly will his plans be here? I mean, a flak half-track could help. It could punish Quentin's infantry. Blow them to bits. Oh, now we've also got a caps out. We've got an ambulance out here for Quentin. There we go. Puma again missing. Scheiße, Jürgen. Where did you learn to shoot? Ah, vacation in Italy. Ah, that explains it. By the way, again, pops away there and flits away rapidly away from the Puma here. Sadly, no intended arm-piercing rounds were popped in time, which might be able to knock it out as it approached there, the MU-34. Another hit there, but he's too far. And there we go, damage engine. Ow, Puma misses again. Gott im Himmel. Once one there, we got a Greyhound now joining in here for Quentin. The M8 Greyhound. With its 37mm gun and canister shot. And there you go, large Volksgrenadier force spread out. There we go, but
Greyhound, ready for
Foster squad there wiped down. He might get on a hit retreat there with his first enemy gun. Oh, missed. Still, 4 men absolutely shattered right there. Is definitely a good opening there for Quentin's Greyhound. Puma effect for right once more. We got a schwer Panther headquarters going up there, so no attempt there. For example, at a flak half track instead. The well, bigger flak half track, if you will, though noticeably less mobile. Sets up there to cover the fuel point. He could then go for Obersoldaten to further pressure Quentin's infantry, or he might save up for a Panther. I mean, the options are there. The options are there. Also, looks like he's not trading resources anymore. I definitely think he should keep getting back to that, even if just to get more Panther attacks. He should soon be getting back to that so he can speed up the process of getting fuel. He needs more fuel desperately. In particular, now he's facing a slightly more mobile force in that regard. I mean, as long as Quentin keeps it separate, it's going to be much more difficult here for Alastor to knock it out. Greyhound, though, is experiencing some issues there. Pulling it out there.
Ready. Send orders. Orders incoming. A capture point is being overrun.
Mining engagement there, but again, Quentin sort of constantly shifting angle of approach here on the map, trying to hit Alastor always weakest. But in this case, there's not a problem here, and that's the schwer Panther quarters. And there we go, M20 wreck and a bazooka dropped here. That was definitely not good there for Quentin. His M20 otherwise having fought bravely and survived quite a few threats there. Only been knocked out by in front of the schwer Panther quarters and equipped the Germans with further anti-tank weapons. But right now, Obersoldaten are definitely a good move. He could also consider further Fallschirmjäger, and there you go, and that's what in fact he is doing. Appearing straight here behind the captain, while the other Fallschirmjäger attacks from the front here. And the captain is rather gravely getting murdered there. Graham moving in, Puma setting up to fire. Anti-tank on the way here for Quentin. The M1 based basically on the British 6-pounder anti-tank. In fact, it was it. The Americans basically just renamed it. So, little fun fact there, little fun fact there.
Just got destroyed. The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
The Americans would later make their own anti-tank guns, based partly on anti-aircraft guns and the likes. Puma, though, in need of repairs. Getting close to T2 there. Looks like he's still not trading for fuel again. I mean, he's actually getting closer to having both munitions points, which definitely help towards trading more for fuel. So we definitely should consider that again. I mean, he needs to speed up the production of further armor or vehicles or whatever. He needs to pressure up Quentin while he's still got here slight upper hand. Still nothing in that direction there from Alastor. Nothing in that direction. He might in fact be getting a bit complacent there. He might be getting a bit complacent. I mean, if you look at it right now, he's got the larger force, that's for sure. He's also got the large amount of territory to defend here, so if Quentin plays his cards correctly, he could definitely turn that a bit against Alastor here, if Alastor makes a mistake. There you go, MT-34 setting up now in the open, already low on health, and the rifle there quickly execute the crew. Fulters and FT-42, quick Fallschirmjägers doing what they can to cover it. We've got Quentin's men advancing here from several points. Puma not repaired. You got the anti-tank gun moving up here, Captain supporting it. Lots of munitions here on the way for Alastor, but no sign of, again, of trading for fuel, meaning his fuel income is over much. So we actually see another Greyhound there for Quentin. Interesting enough, he also got a Major out. We could actually open up for armor of a bigger magnitude there for him. Full retreat there for Alastor. Plus, trading for fuel could also speed up the process, say, getting a Panther, which might actually then seal his victory a bit better. And meanwhile, the Greyhound here is picking off targets on the retreat. There has to be careful, doesn't get too far ahead, otherwise the Puma might get off a good hit. There we go. But right now, Quentin is struggling. In fact, it's time for the mid-game analysis. County chasing Quentin. Low on fuel income. He's got a nice season 4, so he's got anti-tank guns, anti-tank weapons, a Greyhound, some captures, all that. He's got options there, for example, for taking up, so, well, getting some armor. And that, in fact, might be a good idea for him. He needs to sort of regain the territory, so he get back the fuel point, get back the cut-off, maybe get out a fuel cache. Or try and save up here for the airdrop combat group, which will provide with paratroopers and another anti-tank gun. Who knows, the paratroopers might have some good weapons to further deal here with Alastor's forces. Either way, that should strongly be considered. Otherwise, keep up the pressure again. Lightly pressure up here, try to destroy forces. Then again, Alastor seems somewhat fortified towards that. So that might prove to be a bit more tricky here for Quentin. But some armor sooner or later would be a good move. A Sherman or maybe a Jackson here to sort of further help versus the Puma would be a good move. Or versus the Infantry again, in which case, I mean, the Sherman would be better to help both the Puma and the Infantry, but of course later on add in a Scott after that. For Alastor, who's now getting a battle group headquarters to help heal up his troops, he needs to begin training for fuel again. He can't really keep this up. If he's going to give that, that's definitely going to give, I fear, Quentin too many openings, which definitely give up a chance there. I mean, again, it would allow him sort of less parity there, and of course allow him faster to get armor compared to Alastor. So in that regard, Alastor should begin trading munitions for fuel. He's got plenty there. I mean, he can soon even call in a airborne assault, but either way, set up for a Panther would be a good move there, or at the very least consider maybe a flak half-deck, but a Panther I feel would be a sort of safe middle choice there. Good versus infantry, good versus armor, and also very difficult for Quentin to take out, in particular considering what he's got at the moment. So a Panther really is what he primarily ought to be aiming for once he begins trading fuel or munitions for fuel, which again he should be doing. Fuel transfer, man, fuel transfer. Otherwise, keep up the pressure. Also try to harass him here and there. Try to draw him away a bit from here. You know, make it a bit difficult for him to just sort of constantly slip up here. If you do that, that should probably be a good move. Another thing I suppose he could consider is actually use the heavy fortifications to set up some flak emplacements here and there to make it more difficult for Quentin's infantry to move about freely. I mean, right here I think would be a good one. Would cover the central victory point and the central area here. Would also help a bit versus the light vehicles as well. And right here, trench to sort of help the MG-34 instead of leaving it out in open would also be a good move. I mean, try to make full use of your doctrine wherever possible. I mean, heavy fortifications is an ability sadly overlooked, I feel. But let's head back to the fight here. Puma rolling back for those direly needed repairs.
Unit operational. Achtung, ready yourself.
Achtung, ready yourselves.
Grenadiers back to full strength. Got your order. Get ready to display.
And there we go, Quentin's getting back territory.
Pay attention this way.
Ambulance healing up. We got Alastor maybe sort of slowly sneaking hit, but also setting defensive precision ready for a swift counter-attack there from Quentin. Just in case, but again, trenches and flanking placed in the right places could also do a lot to make things miserable here. Fox is leading the assault there, major engaging. Bit of a struggle. And there you go, the rest of the right force joins in, quick assault and retreat there, in with a Stielgranate thrown in their direction. And there we go, we got a recon swoop here, quickly gaining an idea here of the positions by the way of Alastor. Good move there. Wanted to know how his forces were dispositioned. So clever move there, clever move there. Fuel point regained, meaning he's again now ahead of Alastor in fuel. Easily. The rest is still building up there with the fuel. Oh, munitions on the other hand. Bazooka shots there versus the Puma.
Squad back to full strength.
There we go. Oh, Puma went down. That's a heavy blow right there to Alastor. That'll definitely give Quentin's vehicles more room to maneuver on here on the battlefield. Come on, Alastor. Fuel transfer. Fuel transfer.
A capture point is being overrun. Under fire! Team, movement! All done over here.
Alastor beginning to struggle again. Again, he had an opportunity, but he's rather seemed to waste it. And he's actually now got airborne assault ready. So that was his intention. Oh, good lord, cancer shot there, wiping out the entire unit behind the bazooka. And that was all of his anti-tank. He's actually getting another Puma now, but he's still not trading for fuel. Trying to gain back the territory loss we've got here. There we go. Quentin grabbing the bazooka, ensuring he got nothing here to stop the M8 Greyhound with already. Tables have been turned rather aggressive here now, in fact, on Alastor. MD-34 they're secured as well. This is quickly turning ugly for Alastor. Quickly turning very ugly. To a certain extent, he rather asked for it. Again, too much emphasis. Oh, there we go. Finally training for fuel. And again, he doesn't even get more than what Quentin's getting at. But again, he done it earlier. He'd had a better chance. But instead, again, he did the opposite. He did the very opposite. In that regard, Alastor's rather dug himself a bit of a hole here. Question is, can he navigate his way out of it? Again, he's got tons of minutes here for a quick airborne assault, so if he sort of have an idea where he can land it, he could actually do some nasty damage there to Quentin under the right circumstances. But of course the question is, does Alastor possess the will and the insight to do it? Or will he let this be another opportunity to slip through his fingers? Now we got Quentin launching a larger assault here, anti-tank guns, captains. Greyhounds being marshalled upwards there. Puma needs to get away. And the Volksgunners need to get into cover. We also got the Volksgunners here. And there we go, airborne assault. Striking behind the lines. Missing a bit of opportunity here for the aircraft to do some damage, but still, Volksgunners landing in behind should be able to do some damage, in fact, to the much weaken their support weapons. Moving the Puma from there. No, not from the front, not from the anti-tank guns. Scheisse. Oh, never mind, the anti-tank is moving. And there we go, cancer shot. Wiping out the entire Fallschirmjäger unit in moments. He's trying to get it there. Captain, looks like the unit there got wiped. And there we go. Apparently the Luftwaffe is still strafing and supporting. And they knock out the M8 and the anti-tank gun. Was it the Puma? No, it was the Luftwaffe that saved the day. Now there's lots of weapon here drop, which definitely is something you should do. Grab the anti-tank gun, grab the bazooka, prepare for whatever Quentin might be sending in his general direction. More Greyhounds arriving. No, he's scavenging it. He's scavenging it. He probably should be seizing it. And grab the bazooka, man. You're still extremely short on anti-tank weapons. Scheisse. I mean, of course, he gets more fuel for it, but I think at this stage, you know, the anti-tank gun is more worth it than the 5 fuel he gets from it. And there we go, another vicious canister shot right there from Quentin. Puma moving in, not even fully repaired. What are you thinking, Alastor? Your actions are becoming a bit erratic there. Damage engine on the Puma. And we might see the Puma go down. Yeah, there we go. Out of control. No survivors. And there we go. Sherman on the way here for Alastor. Panther is far away here for Alastor. In return, Quentin there is definitely becoming more ascendant. Though he suffered his own losses here during the process, he's beginning to look stronger here. Due to the actions of Alastor. And there you go. Another cancer shot and wiping another unit. That thing is devastating when properly utilized, as you might be seeing here.
Get men covering the approaches.
A rather nasty battlefield here. getting a looks now. I can't help but feel Alastor is a bit floundering. Not entirely sure what to do, and for some reason is aiming then for the looks, despite this, in fact, is probably the last time he should be getting it. He's going to be vulnerable to vehicles. The looks is going to be terrible versus that. I mean, he should have gotten that earlier then, when he had a puma already there. But again, Alastor didn't. I mean, the opportunities are passing through his fingers like sand. The time glass. Right here, though, again, you know, not every counter shot is going to be working out as well as there. In this case, this one was a huge failure. Now, of course, we've got the Sherman arriving. Opening up with the high explosive shells. And, of course, he's finally getting a Kedmev as well. I mean, overall, Alastor just feels like he's reacting much too late here. Greyhound here could be knocked out by the looks of Panther. But the question is, might it not be a bit too late? Now the engine's damaged. I've got a hiccup.
The capture point is under attack. We're getting chewed up here. Attacking and force. Get ready. Ready for deployment. Ready. Go ahead. Unit operational. Gather round. Ready.
Well, this rather went from Alastor being, you know, holding most of the map, holding both fuel points, both munitions points, and then somehow still managing to rather throw it away. I mean, that's not to say, you know, Quentin shouldn't have not been able to sort of push it back, but it rather feels like here Alastor rather just blew it more than Quentin outplayed him. Now that, of course, is not to discount Quentin's efforts, which were certainly, you know, quite good throughout the fight, but again, one does have to feel, you know, that Alastor definitely not do his best here. I mean, a few too many mistakes with a more curious order here. I mean, it's nice to see someone use mechanized regiment. It's not that, but he just really doesn't feel take the full advantage of it half the time. And as a result of that, rather ended up giving the advantage to Quentin in the end. We got one veteran 4 fighting unit. Here's the sort of last heroes here of Alastor's force in the area. With another Sherman there on the way for Quentin, and Alastor now seems to be saving up for a Panther, but at this stage it's rather too late. I mean, he's also actually got the victory points advantage. Question is, can Alastor hold out for that long, or will Quentin basically break his back? Of course, soon with 2 Shermans, Quentin will be able to basically sort of rush through Alastor's positions. Ready to there for that MG34. Another reconnaissance route again, trying to get an idea here of Alastor's position before maybe launching another strike here with his tanks.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready. Set. Listen up. We're losing a capture point. Orders incoming. Orders.
Sherman rolling ahead. Second Sherman there from Quentin. And there goes Sherman versus the Raketenwerfer. In this case, Quentin might misjudge things a bit, but there you go, ultimately forcing away the Raketenwerfer with the tight explosive rounds. 50 caliber on the way to be added there. Panther finally on the way for Alastor. Victory points though are draining out here for Quentin. And in fact, it might end up being too late here for Quentin despite everything. Despite everything. His one issue here might have been he's just not fast enough, and also rather got a bit too passive over here. And rather looks to be it. Despite my misgivings about Alastor. And there we go, game over. Alastor, despite everything, still managed to win this fight, despite several strategic mistakes. I feel like he still pulled it out. He was close there, but at the same time, Quentin, to a certain extent, might have extended. He might, not quite given it full speed as well at certain points. And for example, he forgot all about the right flank, which is only really covered by a single MG34. I mean, the single Sherman or Greyhound moving up here, clearing that out, could easily have up the frontage a lot more. But again, in that case, Quentin got a bit too focused around here, which rather gave Alastor the time to basically dig down even with what little meager forces he had left to hold the line. Though, of course, with the Panther and arriving, things might even look even worse. But in this case, Quentin might have lost sight of a few things. I mean, it's overall not a bad use of it, though some Pathfinders might have added in there. I'm a bit surprised at the same time, again, there was a bit of lack there, sort of really going towards the later armour. I mean, he was holding back there, perhaps a bit too reliant on the Greyhounds, which again, while giving some punch at the same time, drained him of resources which could have brought out the bigger, more durable armour for sort of longer engagements here versus Alastor. So in the end, though, I mean, while Quentin certainly made a lot of great moves, something was lacking, a certain impetus, which rather, again, gave Alastor the victory despite his flip-flops there, some slight mistakes there, and again, I rather feel like resource management there on the Mechanized Regiment headquarters could have been better. But in the end, there you go. There you go. So thank you all for watching. Hope you had some fun. Hope you learned some things. Hope it gave you some ideas for your own matches. If you did, why not subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send in a replay and provide some feedback in the comments. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers, and thank you all for watching. Bye.